Hey guys, guess what we're doing today? That's right, a Euphoria-inspired makeup tutorial. So many of you requested this. Well, I don't know if you guys did or if people on Instagram did. I'm obsessed with this. Really quickly, I feel like we should address the obvious. I have pink hair. I did post a little update thing on my YouTube community board or whatever, so I don't know if you guys saw it. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, you don't care about this, so I'm gonna stop chatting about it. So this is the look that I created. It's really fun. I added some freckles because my skin is going through it right now, so it's the whole thing is a vibe. It's a look. All right, guys, let's get into the tutorial. So I'm struggling because I want to keep this super natural looking, especially for the skin. My skin's going through it right now. It's gotten a little bit better, but we've got all these little spots that are just So I'm going to prime my face using the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen because I take my sun care very seriously. And also, I like to take those photos outside in the direct sunlight, and you have no idea how much that burns. This is such a great sunscreen, just in case you guys are wondering. I'm also filming with a new mic today. I also have a new monitor. Look at me, I'm like a YouTuber or something. Don't forget your ears. Cool. My skin looks pretty healthy considering all of the shit. All right, so for foundation, I'm switching it up actually. I was gonna use the Natasha Denona because I've been loving it, but the Milk Makeup Stick is just such a natural coverage. I think it'll be perfect for this look. So I'm gonna be using the shade Shell. I'm gonna be picking up my Morphe G40 brush, this little foundation brush, and I'm just going to pick up the foundation on the brush. Start by applying it like that. But before I do that, because I always forget to do a step, I'm gonna just do a little bit of color correcting under my eyes, just a tiny bit. Because I know this isn't about perfection or anything like that, but like, listen, we're easing into it, okay? Any of these steps that I do, like I'm gonna do slight contouring of like my nose and stuff like that. I'm gonna show them to you just in case you want to see them, but feel free to omit anything that is unnecessary. You can basically do whatever you want for the skin, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just using my little Nye wheel. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit right here and blend, just makes me feel a little bit better. And I like to do this before I go with my foundation. Again, this look does not have to be perfect. That's like the whole point. So, foundation. Just going to be working this into the skin. I just think this creates like the most natural looking finish. I might focus, just because my skin's going through it, I haven't decided exactly what I want to do with my blemishes yet. This foundation does have a really nice coverage for such a natural finish. Just gonna focus like a little more of the product in those areas. I'll be honest with you, my armpits are already sweaty. And I'm kind of gonna drag that in any areas where I want to like do a little bit of color correcting. I just want the whole thing to be seamless. It's not really about like, it's not about perfection, this look. That's what's like literally the whole point, is that it's supposed to be a little bit undone. You want it undone in the right ways. So in the areas where I have just like shitty skin, I'm just gonna kind of like pat the foundation over them. Because I really don't want to do a ton of spot concealing. I haven't decided yet. I might turn those areas into freckles. Because there's another product that I really want to try, and I think it'll look like really pretty with this makeup look. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless concealer. This is number 2. Where's number 3? In number 3. Doesn't really highlight. It's just going to add some coverage underneath my eyes. And I'm going to blend that out with my Elcie Cosmetics Velvet Sponge. I'm doing the tiniest bit of contour, and don't judge me. It's hard not to do all the steps that you always do, but like I'm keeping it simple, just right in there. It's something to chisel out my face a little bit, because all these bitches in this show are so skinny, okay? Just a little something. And then for my nose, I'm gonna keep it super simple, I think. And if I don't contour my nose, I honestly just feel like the whole look is very disconnected. All right, now for the eyeshadow, I'm keeping it super simple. We're not doing it yet, but I just want to add like a tiny bit of dimension. This is gonna depend on your eye shape, whether or not you wanna do this, but I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour stick and just put it right here. Pat it out with my finger. I don't want my eye to end up being dragged down later on by the shadows or not defining my crease. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this to kind of like lift that area. Again, this is like totally unnecessary, but if you feel like your eye shape needs it, go ahead and do that. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the KKW Beauty medium contour stick to do a little bit of warmth. And I'm gonna use a really small amount of this because the point of this makeup look is not to look perfectly bronzed or anything like that. This is basically just to give my face a tiny bit of like natural glow and structure. Do the same thing around my cheekbones. Focusing it in the contour and then kind of just like blending it out. I'm gonna go in with the tiniest amount of concealer again just right here, right there. Blend that out, and then I have to set my under eyes. I just have to. And I'm gonna use the Elcie Cosmetics Light Medium Setting Powder for that. This concealer is actually really good if you don't wanna set it. It's supposed to be self-setting, it's really good. It's supposed to be waterproof, so it's supposed to last. And it is full coverage, but lightweight, which is really nice. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a new concealer. All right, now I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of that powder in the areas where I get a little bit oily. All right, for my brows, I'm gonna use some soap. I use the Dr. Bronner's soap. I'm just going to get this wet. Use a little bit of the Kylie setting spray, because I got it right now. And then I'm gonna use a little spoolie. Just brush these up. Brushing them up and out. So I'm gonna let those sit for just a second and set in that place, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of filling. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Glossier Brow Flick. I'm gonna go in with just brown, and I'm just gonna use the tip to draw in some strokes just in the areas that I need to fill, but I'm keeping the brows pretty undone. All right, since I changed my hair, my new blush color is Shortcake by ColourPop. This color right here. What I'm gonna do is kind of treat this as a bronzer almost. So I'm going to place it like right here on the cheek and then kind of just bring it up to my temple. I feel like filming this is making me change the way I do my makeup regularly. Like, look at how pretty that looks up there. I usually put it on the apples of my cheeks, and I feel like that is so much more flattering on my face shape. This is why you need to try new things. And I'm going to take that toward the end of my brow, up to my temple, and then like, since my hair's pink, I might as well bring it into my hairline a little bit. So I just want to create like kind of that glow right there. Unfortunately, I have all these breakouts. So when my head is forward, you kind of just see this like glow. It sort of looks like there's like a colored light coming this way. All right, we're gonna go into the eyes now. I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna be using some Pat McGrath eyeshadows. Oh, but I can't decide which ones. I got lots to choose from. I kind of feel like this one, but that is very like Euphoria, I feel. Those colors are like very Euphoria. So I'm going to be using the Mothership 2 palette by Pat McGrath Labs. So I'm gonna be using these two shadows, and I'm basically going to be creating kind of like a halo eye. So first I'm gonna pick up the darker one on my ring finger, which has the prettiest shift. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's kind of like this pink, green, gold shift. So pretty. And I'm going to look down into a mirror and just pat this on the outer and inner part of my eye. I'm gonna kind of like bring it out a little bit. And I really want to build it up, especially on like the outer part of the lid, just so you really see that shadow pop. And then I'm gonna kind of like lighten my pressure as I get to the outer part. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for the inner part of the eye. So again, looking down into a mirror. So I intentionally left the center empty, because now I'm gonna grab the lighter shade and I'm gonna pop that right in the center of the lid. This may seem like an odd choice of brush, and you wouldn't be wrong. But for the lower lash line, I'm gonna pick up the Sigma E42 brush, which is kind of like a concentrated tiny blender. And I'm gonna do the same thing, but that's the brush that I'm gonna use to pack it on. I can kind of like, that way I can kind of like drag it up a little bit, connect it with the upper part. I'm just kind of like gonna drag it underneath my eye bag really lightly. And then I'm gonna pick up that middle shade, or that the lighter shade, and pop it in the middle. This shadow is definitely best with your fingers, so. All right, now for my highlighter, I'm going to be using Trippin' on Skies by ColourPop. So to apply this, I'm gonna pick it up on the makeup drop. This is the little silicone sponge. These were like a thing for a while. I just really don't wanna mess up my everything. And then I'm gonna place this along my cheekbone and kind of bring it up into the brow. You can just use your fingers for this product, but it is messy, so. And once it dries, washing it off, it's gonna get everywhere. I just really hope you know that. But I do it for you. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of holographic glitter because I really like those jewels. I don't have any rhinestones, but I really like those rhinestones that kind of like line the eyes. So I'm gonna go, I think just over the top. I might go underneath as well. And to apply that, I'm gonna be using a clear lash glue. I'm gonna be using this one by Flutter Lashes. I'm gonna use this brow pen by It Cosmetics, brow pencil, and I'm just going to use the actual brow pencil to pick up the little sequin, and then I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of the glue. Place it right here. I'm just gonna place it down and then walk away. Place it and walk away. I just want you guys to know that I've lost like 7 of them in the glue, so. kind of want to make my eyebrows just a little bit fluffier. So I'm gonna go back in with that brow pencil, but in blonde, and just draw in some, like I kind of want to thicken them a little. All right, I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna really curl them. This is such a bad idea. And then I'm gonna go in with the Lancome Monsieur Big Waterproof Mascara. And then I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit on my lower lash line as well. So I'm gonna do kind of an undone lip look. I'm going to line my lips and then kind of pat it out and then just go in with like a lip cream. So I'm using this lip liner from Lime Crime. This is called Taupist. And then I'll blend it into my lips. And then I'm going to pat around the edges, kind of like feather and soften it. And then if you feel like you need to like go in any areas, you can. And then I'm gonna finish it off with the Lime Crime Lip Blaze, Butter and Glaze in the shade Jade. I'm just gonna place it on the center of my lip and pat it out. So it just kind of looks like natural lips. I've got like a little bit of definition, but not really. This is basically the done makeup look, the makeup look finished, but I kind of want to address all these little blemishes on my face, and I just thought that freckles would look really, really cute with all of this. So once again from Lime Crime, I'm gonna be going in with the Sun-Kissed Freckle Pen, and I'm gonna be placing this over the areas where I have like any kind of blemish. Once I put it down, I'm just gonna kind of like pat it out. Anywhere where I have blemishes to begin, and then I'm gonna kind of like place a few more down. So you can make them thin or fatter depending on like how hard you press. And then just kind of pat to like blend them out and make them look a little more like natural. All right guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I love it, I think it's so cute. I love everything about it. I love the brows, I love the face, I love the blush, I love the glitter, I love the eyes, like look at that. So pretty. This is so fun. I love that this is coming into style. Like I'm just loving this so much. Kind of undone, so into it, here for it, love it so much. All right guys, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment. Please let me know what you think of this look in the comments down below. Are you loving Euphoria? Are you into it? Are you here for it? Because I feel like, especially at the VMAs, I was seeing like makeup inspired by Euphoria very much. All right guys, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Hi. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. I lost that one. That one's lost in the glue. It's gone forever. I can't get it back. Ooh, some of these are stars. That's fun.